I want to tell you about a specific kind of operator that exists right now that most people don't know about. They're not influencers. They're not running ads. They're not on LinkedIn posting motivational content every day. Many of them work alone or with one assistant, and they're closing $20,000 to $50,000 a month in sales using a specific stack of AI tools that combined together do the work of a 5-person sales team. I've spent the last 6 months talking to these operators, agency owners, B2B consultants, SaaS founders, solopreneurs, trying to understand exactly what they're doing differently, and the pattern is so consistent across them that I'm going to give it to you as a framework. It's called the Stack Framework, 5 layers. Each layer has 1 or 2 specific tools. And when you put them together correctly, you have something that did not exist 18 months ago. A 1-person sales engine that operates at the scale of a small company. This isn't theoretical. This is what's actually working in May 2026. By the end of this video, you'll know which tools belong in each layer, what to build first, what to skip, and the specific math behind why this stack produces those numbers. If making money with AI is something you're serious about, this is the most actionable thing I'm going to put out this year. The first layer is signal, and this is where most people lose before they even start. Old school sales says, build a big list of prospects and hit them all. New school AI sales says, ignore the list, find the moments when specific people are actually likely to buy, then act on those moments before anyone else does. These moments are called intent signals. Things like a company just raised funding, a key person just changed jobs, a company just posted a job listing that implies a specific pain point, a competitor's contract just expired, a company just opened an office in a new region. These signals existed before AI. The shift is that AI tools can now monitor millions of them simultaneously and surface the relevant ones to you. The tool here is Clay. I want to be honest, Clay has a learning curve. It's not a plug and play tool. It's closer to a spreadsheet that can do magic if you learn how to wire it together. But once you do, it pulls signals from over 150 data sources and lets you build automated lists that update themselves based on the triggers you care about. Here's a concrete example. Say you sell HR software to companies hiring rapidly. In Clay, you can build a table that automatically refreshes weekly with every company that just posted 3 or more open roles in the last 14 days, has between 50 and 500 employees, and has a designated HR leader. That list is now self-generating. Every week, new prospects appear. Every week, prospects who no longer fit disappear. You're not building lists. You're building a system that builds lists for you. That's the shift. If Clay's complexity scares you off, the simpler entry point is Apollo with intent data. Narrower set of signals, but easier to learn. Start there if Clay feels overwhelming. Layer 2, targeting. This is what separates operators making real money from people sending generic spam. Having a list of names is not enough. You need to know, for each individual prospect, why this specific person in this specific role at this specific company might care about what you sell right now. This used to require hours of manual research per prospect. Now it takes about 30 seconds per prospect through AI enrichment. Clay has a feature called Claygent, an AI research agent that you can task with specific research questions for each row in your spreadsheet. You can ask things like, look at this person's last 5 LinkedIn posts and tell me what they've been talking about. Or, read this company's recent blog and identify their 3 biggest priorities. Or, find the most recent press mention of this company and summarize what it says. Claygent does this for every prospect on your list. By the time you're done, every row in your spreadsheet has a personalized research summary attached to it. This unlocks the move that nobody who's stuck in old sales playbooks has figured out yet. You're no longer writing one cold email template and changing the name at the top. You're writing emails that reference something specific, a post they wrote, a priority their company just announced, a problem their job listing implies, for every single prospect. The reply rates on these kinds of emails are dramatically higher. Generic outbound is sitting at maybe a 1 to 2% reply rate in 2026. Targeted outbound built on real signals and real research is sitting at 6 to 8%. That's a 4x difference in pipeline from the same number of sends. The math compounds. Better targeting means higher reply rates, means more conversations, means more closed deals. The whole stack downstream gets stronger when this layer is dialed. Layer 3, automation. This is the layer that handles actually sending the messages, and it's where most beginners destroy their deliverability before they even start. You cannot send cold emails from your main work address. If you do, you will damage your domain reputation, your important emails will start going to spam, and you'll have a very bad time. This rule is non-negotiable. What operators do is buy secondary domains, variations of their main one, set up dedicated sending mailboxes on those domains, warm those mailboxes up for 2 to 3 weeks, then send from a pool of them in rotation. The tool for this is SmartLead or Instantly. Both are good. Both do roughly the same thing. They handle the warm-up, manage the inbox rotation, run the sequences with follow-ups, and centralize replies into one inbox. Here's the flow. Your list comes out of Clay. It pushes into SmartLead via direct integration. SmartLead distributes the sends across your warmed-up mailboxes. Each prospect gets a sequence of 3 to 5 touches over 2 to 3 weeks. Replies route to a single master inbox you can manage easily. You're now sending hundreds of personalized emails a day from a stack of domains that are fully warmed up with a follow-up cadence that runs automatically. Total time investment after setup, about an hour a day managing replies. The cost of this layer is mostly the mailboxes, usually 6 to 8 Google Workspace addresses at around $5 to $7 each per month, plus the SmartLead or Instantly subscription at $40 to $50. The trap to avoid: don't try to skip the warm-up. Don't try to send 200 emails a day from a brand new domain. You will land in spam, you'll get blacklisted, and you'll burn weeks recovering. 2 to 3 weeks of warm-up is the price of admission. Layer 4 is the one that didn't really exist as recently as last year, and it's where this whole stack starts to feel like the future. Conversation, AI voice agents that can actually make and take phone calls on your behalf. The tools here are Vappy, Retail AI, and Synthflow. They let you build voice agents that sound astonishingly human, can hold real conversations, ask qualifying questions, book meetings on your calendar, and handle objections all over the phone. The use case that operators are running right now: outbound voice campaigns to prospects who've already replied to a cold email but haven't booked a meeting. The voice agent calls them, has a 90-second qualifying conversation, and books a calendar slot if they're a fit. You walk into the meeting already pre-qualified, already warmed up, already half sold. For inbound, these tools answer your incoming calls 24/7, pre-qualify the lead, route the hot ones to you and the cold ones to a follow-up sequence. You stop missing opportunities just because someone called outside your hours. I want to be straight about the limitations. Voice AI in 2026 is genuinely good, but not perfect. Most prospects can tell within 30 seconds that they're talking to a bot. The best voice agent deployments are the ones where you're transparent. I'm an AI assistant calling on behalf of so-and-so to see if a quick conversation would be useful, because the people who hang up on bots were never going to buy from you anyway. And the people who stay engaged convert at surprisingly high rates. Cost is roughly 5 to 12 cents per minute of conversation. A 90-second qualifying call costs you about 15 cents. If 1 out of every 30 calls turns into a booked meeting, and 1 out of every 5 meetings turns into a closed deal worth $5,000, you're looking at $30 of voice costs per closed deal of revenue. The unit economics are absurd compared to hiring a sales development rep. The setup curve is real. Expect to spend 10 to 20 hours getting your first voice agent working well. After that, it runs on its own. So the stack framework has signal. Use Clay to surface intent moments instead of building static lists. Tier targeting. Use Claygent for AI research that personalizes every outreach at scale. O, automation. Use SmartLead or Instantly with dedicated mailboxes to send without burning your domain. Conversation. Use Vappy, Retell, or Synthflow to put voice agents in front of your funnel. Okay, knowledge. Use Granola plus a basic CRM to learn from every cycle and compound advantages over time. 5 layers. Roughly $300 to $500 a month in tools, mostly. About 40 to 80 hours of setup once. Then a system that operates at a scale that used to require a 5-person team. This isn't theoretical. The operators running this stack right now are the ones quietly out-earning people with much bigger followings. If you're starting from zero, pick one layer to focus on this month. Just one. The layer that solves your biggest current bottleneck, skip the rest until that layer is working. Drop in the comments. Which layer is the biggest gap in your current sales process right now? Signal, targeting, automation, conversation, or knowledge? I'll tell you the specific first move I'd make for your situation. Subscribe. Next week, I'm going deep on the Clay workflow specifically because that's the layer that takes the most skill to actually build well. See you then.